How you living?
Doing good, man. How you?
One time. So I hop into podcasting, bro. Where'd that come from? How does it work?
So the podcast is really just insight, on what's going on, like in my life as an artist, and also what happened from like the beginning to till now. Like just like giving people gems and little game every now and then, Also, a look at the business side of things, a look at the challenges that come with it, the experiences, what you learn from traveling and all that type of stuff, Yeah, just really just like giving people a look behind the curtains, really.
I mean, obviously, podcasts have been quite a trending topic. A lot of things have been going down in that space. How are you hoping to affect it differently? Are you going to be maybe as controversial as the medium requires sometimes?
On the podcast?
On the podcast, bro.
Nah, I'm not controversial. I'm not that guy, man.
Keeping it safe.
Nah, keeping it very simple, real. Not even just safe, just real. I just don't have a lot of controversial stuff going on in my life. Anyways.
So I mean, we can still obviously expect the podcast to be done in that cadence we've come to know from you. To be, down to earth and kind of relatable.
Definitely. Just a lot of game in there, and also the hosts also bring a whole lot too. They're not just there. So what I did was, because I'm not that type of person to just be on camera talking, like it's not really my style. What I did is I got a couple of people that I'm close with that are really good at that. So people like No Mosley, Black Coffee. I got Slick on there, Scoop. People that can actually also bring something to the table, besides to like being able to talk and really host a show, a podcast, or whatever. They also have a piece to share as far as their stories and what they had to go through in their walks of life. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's real, man.
Yeah.
And let's delve into, obviously, the inclusion of Black and White. How did that work? I mean, it was obviously quite a popular song off the album, and now chosen for the soundtrack. I saw the video looking mad plush.
I will appreciate it.
How's the reception been now that it's been released as the visuals have been accompanied with it?
It's been really dope, man. It's been really dope, I know. It's just one of those very chilled songs, one of those grown-up songs. Just a nice vibe, a nice jam, nothing too crazy.
Oh, word, man. And the Def Jam deal, bro. By my understanding, it's everyone who followed you and assigned to Def Jam Africa is almost on a, not to say academic, like an academy, but they're in line to join you on the international label. How does it feel to be in the spearhead of this movement, especially locally?
I didn't know that that's what it was. I didn't know about other people's situations, dog. Like I don't get into that. But the opportunity on its own, regardless of whether I'm in the front or in the back or whatever, it doesn't really matter. The opportunity and that on its own is just a blessing.
One time. And how did it feel to go from one side of the spectrum to the other? So now you're hosting people, you're speaking to them, you're challenging them, and where it's usually you being challenged. Yeah.
It feels good.
You got
to
the power
flip the script on them for a change.
I can see that gleam in your eye, man. You must be really enjoying it. Who are some of your favorite interviews been so
far? I think Black Coffee.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from him, man.
I learned a lot from appeal, him.
Yeah, but also just like how he never changed. He's still Black Coffee, thug. It just felt like I'm just speaking to like a uncle or a big brother or something like that.
Straight.
Just drop gems every now. Ever so casually spoke about just like conversations with Drake and
just drop that down, like,
and Hove and Beyonce. It's like, when I texted Drake, I was like, what? I'm like, yo, what? But I definitely learned a lot from him, man, and how humble he still is, and just like him actually even agreeing to come do this thing and just drop gems, man, for people to soak up and take after.
And did you two brethren hit the studio?
Huh?
Have we hit the studio? Yeah.
Not yet.
Is it in the works?
I want it to happen. We haven't even spoken about it. Like,
no, I get you.
It's just mutual respect.
And beyond the podcast, man, obviously a long year still left. What can we expect from you? What you got in the pipeline, man?
I want to drop a couple albums this year. 2 albums maybe.
A couple, right?
Yeah, 2 albums maybe. A tape. I might even do 2 tapes. Couple loose joints with like cats from here, cats from the States, all over the country, all over the world.
What's the likelihood of you snapping on an Amapiano beat anytime soon?
Never.
Why's that?
Happen. Nah. It's not for me. It's not for me. I like to watch people dance to it. It's just not for me.
Nah, I get you, man.
Yeah.
And in as far as hip hop locally, man, just to get your overview of it, what do you think we're doing right? What do you think are some of the things we can still work on as a collective culture?
I think we're doing good. I just feel like if there was a little bit of unity, collaboration, and less of the segregation. You know what I mean? I feel like we would be more of a culture. Right now, it's really just it's a space. It's not a culture. It's a space. You could choose to be in it. You could choose to not care about it at all, and it's like whatever at the moment, you know.
Bless up, man. And what do you hope people take away from the podcast after they've experienced it? And what would you say to urge them to, actually check it out?
It would definitely give them a heads up on what to expect if any one of them wants to be an artist. The challenges, the things that you should really invest in from jump, so that you don't get reminded like 4 years down the line that this is actually what's the most important like part of your whole career, and then you have to not like panic and try and learn 4 years worth of knowledge in like a couple of days or something like that. I definitely I definitely would urge them to watch it, man, when it comes out. The first episode drops today. They're definitely gonna learn a lot from it, man. Definitely.
Listen, man, I'm on my way out, bro. Just a closing question, bro. Who's the best rapper in the country right now?
The best rapper in the country? Dog, I don't know. For me, it's still Stogie, dog. You talking about like a spitter, right?
Straight up spitter, hard
Yeah,
bars.
Stogie,
lyricism.
dog. No one goes harder than Stogie. No one goes harder than Stogie, bro.
One time.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks so much for your time, man. Looking forward
Peace.
to it.
Peace, my G.